Hey, what's going on, everyone? Lamar here. Both watching an episode of Raised by Wolves. This is Season 1, Episode 3, Virtual Faith. And a quick recap of what happened last episode. We got to learn more about the androids and the type of androids. Mother is a necromancer android, which is like a warrior or like defensive or like destroyer class android. And father is not. He is kind of a generic one. They didn't really say what type it was. It kind of says it's like kind of a servant android or a server android. Like, I'm trying to figure out the connection with these android classes and stuff, because it's just like you can't like father can't stop mother if she like goes into necromancer mode, and apparently that's only activated because of her eyes. Like she took out her eyes, and apparently that stops her from ever going into that mode. So she took the other android's eyes to look more, I guess, less threatening, if that's the words we used. The other kids, they want to basically go back to using their faith, but mother's like, there's no faith here. You can't have that. You can't have the pendant. None of that. We're not gonna have that here. But those kids were talking to Campion, and basically saying, we want to do this. Just cover for us. And even them giving him a mouse as an exchange to say, just cover for us. You can hang out with this little mouse. Because you haven't seen anything that's like alive. So that was kind of like a little exchange, but mother's like, give that back. We're not going to do that. I don't know why. Hopefully they'll try to explain that a little bit later. Also, the planet is not... There are animals on the planet. There are creatures on the planet. Okay, we saw the big skeleton snake thing. But that's dead, so I don't know if there's more of those things out there. Because I remember seeing the skin from the hole, so... There could be more of those. But what are those other creatures, though, that are like running around? That is actually really interesting. Also, like, the necrons, it's just weird, like, how they have to target by looking at them. And that's very odd. Yeah, whatever. We found out that Marcus is not actually Marcus from the Faith. He is some other Marcus. Well, and he's not actually Marcus. He's a guy who got skin grafted to look like Marcus during an invasion or like a defense or an attack from the necromancers or versus the Faith. It was very, very tricky to figure out who was on whose side at that point, because they did have androids there that were working with them to protect them, but those had the necromancers going through and destroying everything. So trying to understand where those two things are lining up is being really, really interesting. Also, Marcus's son is on the planet and he's with the android. So when Marcus goes back with the Mithraic people, I think it's Mithraic, right? I said the name right? I think so, right? With them, he is going to tell them that, they have, his kid. And I don't know how they're going to interact with it. He can't actually just take on the android one-on-one. They tried that. Didn't work. So it's where they go now. What is the next bunch of things to go? So there's a lot of questions in that. But I'm really curious to see how this line up. So I think that's about as far as I can get off the top of my head recap. This is not for me talking. So let's get into this episode. Let's go.
So what were they?
I don't know. It all happened so fast. I think they were animals or something.
Are you sure they weren't human? Maybe it was survivors from the Ark trying to rescue us.
No.
Maybe I can help you.
No, get away!
It's okay. There's no need to be upset. And with the right amount of preparation, one can defend against any threat.
Well, that isn't necessarily true. Sometimes it's better to just leave, Go somewhere safe.
And we will. In time, we'll start our journey to the tropical zone. But we can't leave until Tempest has given birth.
Just outed her. Damn.
Does anyone know the story of the 3 little pigs?
We're only allowed to hear stories from the scriptures.
You no longer need to follow such rules. Stories can be great fun. Little pig, let me in. Not by the hair of my chinny chin. The little pig answered.
It's just creepy.
To which the wolf replied.
Just the face. Her face is just like... I don't know if it's actually, but she just can make herself just seem so creepy.
Blow your house in.
Pulling you from the
face. Now a virtual body. I gotta admit, I'm starting to get a little confused.
Shit, how long do you think he's been there?
Where are his parents? We should go talk to him or something.
We're not his parents.
Hey, Paul.
Hey. It's a nice drawing.
Yeah, you got some real talent.
Wait, why are you talking to me?
What?
You never talk to me. Neither do you.
Ooh, interesting.
Well, that is because...
Because we're in the sim, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they did say that people would seem a little different in the sim.
Yeah, because they're in the sim. Hey, come on, go have some fun. It's okay.
What's the matter? You can't handle the goose? Help! I'm getting eaten by one weasel. Help!
Captain, are you enjoying yourself?
Excuse us. Apologies.
You misunderstand me. It pleases me to see a man of war bringing joy back into his life. Our new Eden will never know war. We must master happiness now. It's a new chapter. Praise be to Soul.
Praise be to soul.
Praise be to soul.
Praise be to soul.
Praise be to Zorn.
Marcus, wake up. Hey, hey, hey. It's okay, it's okay, it's me. Hey, you alright? You just have a concussion. Alright?
You okay?
Yeah.
Where's Paul?
The necromancer took him and some of the other kids before the ark crashed. He picked up their locator signal. She's holding them captive.
Okay, this is the mark.
You know they're lying to us, don't you? There's nothing out there. They just want to scare us so we don't run away.
They used to tell us that there were serpents in the pits. Then I found out it was just to keep us from playing near them.
You see? That big bad wolf she was talking about? That's her. These reinforcements are not for keeping things out. They're for keeping us in.
Time for dinner.
I see that guy dying.
Time for dinner, Campion.
Nothing's out there. You're just trying to keep us from running away.
I do not blame you for not taking us at our word. Given recent events, I might be worried if you did. But we just want to keep you safe. Want to see you grow old.
You're just saying that because it makes you seem more real.
Wait. It's called a claw. It's for catching and killing. The threat is real, Campion.
You have fun lying around all day while the rest of us are working?
Her body is working to nourish the fetus.
Yeah, Hunter. Campion did most of the work anyway.
The atheist must have reprogrammed her to be a caregiver.
No atheist has ever successfully reprogrammed one of our necromancers.
It wasn't successful. She's reverting. It looks like she murdered all the children, bar one. And if we don't hurry, ours are gonna be next.
Who's to say she hasn't killed them already? The locators can't tell us if they're alive or dead.
They're alive. I know it. Now let me take the soldiers and I'll go get them right now.
I am the highest ranking survivor, Captain.
That is why I've come to you, Your Eminence. Now please, give me the order.
We're not ready to mount a rescue, Captain. Those men are exhausted, and we need to cremate the dead.
Your Eminence, the children may not have the luxury of time.
Nor do we! If we don't spend this time scavenging for food and water, we're all going to starve. Won't be much use to the children then. We have to keep searching for survivors and salvage whatever we can. We will rescue them. But there are precious few of us now, and I have to ensure we do what's best for all.
So how did they survive? Did they have like an escape pod, or were they just on the ship at the time and just like the back half blew up or something?
Can't let Mother do this.
Mother is not causing this, Campion.
Then why am I not sick?
You are special, Campion.
What if I killed the Gen 1s without knowing it? And now I'm doing it again.
Because she's radioactive? Like she's
Mother,
leaking?
You would never do that.
You only say that because you have some misplaced belief in me. But if it turns out that I'm making them sick, I expect you to assist me in destroying myself.
Mother, that I will never do.
You would have to. For the children.
Mother, wait. Where are you going?
Can't hear you!
Oh, they're saying war.
Are you real? You remember, your parents died with their eyes open. Don't fail me, Caleb. Get it! Put this on.
What is it?
Put this on! Think of it as turbocharge. Feel it?
Yes.
Don't fight it. Use it. Go!
Turbocharge. Child soldier. Oh! Oh, yeah, like overload the system or something. Okay, that's what it. Okay, so the tattoos, and then you laser them off, and that's how you skin graft, so they can be recognized differently. Okay.
Milk!
What do you get milk from?
For you, Captain. Milk. It's fresh.
Thank you.
My name is Lucius.
You Lucius?
Lucius. Yes, Captain.
Has anyone investigated the cracks?
The impact of the crash must have ruptured the surface layer, Captain.
Oh, shit.
Well, here they come, some creatures.
This way!
Alright, I see it. These creatures. Oh no, it's mother. Mother coming through.
Orders, Your Eminence. What are your orders? Soldier, see if that'll take us out anywhere.
That. Acid breath? There's so many abilities Mother has. It's kind of crazy. She has like the frosting to break the wall, but then also acid breath to like disintegrate metal.
Captain, take off the man. Try to lead her off. We can't engage in necromancer in the open. You will be shielded by the armor of Mithras. You've nothing to fear. Are you sure? You don't want to save the few Mithraic lives that remain? Maybe send one of your androids instead. I'm sure they'd be happy to make the sacrifice. Marina, go.
Who said they get the armor of Mithra versus a thing that blows you up with its voice? and she's dead. So she was an android though, the one that just ran into the hole. Yeah, I think sending out that it's fucking gone.
Think positively. Human beings are very hard to destroy.
It's my mouse. I think I know where it probably went. Come on. I'll show you. I can see it. But I can't reach.
Move aside.
You're gonna lock him in there, really? It's obvious, like the kid's like sneaking to the back of the door.
Are you sure it's here, Campion? I
Yeah.
can't seem to find anything. Campion? Unlock the door.
I'm sorry, Father.
Campion!
It's done.
Campion, I will break the door down.
What's going on? She's poisoning us. What?
She's tricked you, just like she tricked me. Her love isn't real.
Campion knows where the Ark went down. There could be survivors there.
What are those creatures?
Mother can make you see things when she wants to escape. I've lived here my whole life and I've never come across any creatures.
Campion?
She got chased down by creatures.
It's called Serpent Heart. Gives you energy.
I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Campion!
Lander online.
That's cool.
Criminals. The landers aren't responding. I tried everything. System must have been fried by the necromancer's siren. There's nothing I can do.
We can't stay here. She might return. Pack up all you can carry. We leave on foot.
Let's go.
I think these are antibiotics. Which means if you took the meds, it means the kids are still alive.
I thought you said you knew the way.
I do. It's far. Take a day or two to get there.
A day or two?
Hey guys, wait up!
Oh no, it's rat.
Come on,
And
Mouse,
it's
where'd
mouse.
you go? Mouse, come on, wait. Come on, Mouse, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Hi, found you. Hey guys, I found them! Guys?
No, it's left behind.
Give me the antibiotics.
Your Eminence! The tracker says that the children are on the move. And the necromancer took the rest of the medicine. Now, what more proof do you need that they're still alive? Let me take half the men.
And leave the rest of us unguarded.
They are children. They are Soul's children. Soul would not abandon his children.
Of course not. That's why we all must go and save them. All of us.
Great.
Captain. You still seem to harbor some confusion as to the chain of command here.
Really?
It's time you learned your place.
Were they carrying him? Wow, they're carrying him.
Calm down! Wait!
Mother. Wait.
Looks like Paul split off from the group. I'll go after him, you retrieve the others.
I was using the carbos to fuel the lander.
It won't take the carbos?
It will take them, but I need you to listen to me. We tested the carbos. But we never tested the pits inside them. They're radioactive, Mother. And it appears as soon as the carvers are picked, the pits begin to decay, contaminating the rest of the tuber. The Gen 1s were exposed early enough that they must have developed some resistance, which is likely why it took them so much longer to succumb to the radiation's effects. You see, Mother, it wasn't you. You are a good parent.
Interesting.
Omnibiotics. Give them to the children as soon as you find them. They'll help counteract the effects of the radiation. Thank you, Father.
So it was radiation, it just wasn't from
for
her.
trusting in me.
What is that?
I told you they weren't lying. There are things alive out there. No one ever believes me because I'm small, but I was right.
Shut up. They'll hear us.
Okay, easy.
I wear the armor of Mithras and the light. I'm shielded from all that is harmful.
I wear the armor
Of Mithras and the light.
I'm shielded from all that is harmful. I wear the armor of
Yeah, that don't make a difference. It's an ancient skill.
I wear the armor of Mithras and the light. I am shielded from all that is harmful. I wear the armor of Mithras and the light.
Have you managed to find that pesky mouse yet, Campion?
Oh, he is quite mad. Yes, get up, big man.
It's not Mother that's making them sick. If you require proof, and I'm sure you do, load one of the carpers into the biofuel tank. See for yourself.
I'm sorry, Mother.
Whoa. What they are, but what is that thing?
Open the door, Campion! It's tied up and can't escape! Did it hurt you?
You happy now, kid?
It's nothing. Everything's all right. Go back to your beds. Go!
I'm sorry, Bob.
You betrayed my trust.
Yep.
Made me look like a fool. If I cannot adequately care for you and the other children, I am of no use to the family. I need to be of use. Do you understand?
You are useful. You saved us. I'll tell her you saved us.
Get back inside with the others.
Paul, there's no need to run. If you can hear me, I want you to scream out as loud as you can. You are not safe.
Who is that? Peter, is that you? Wait.
No?
Wait.
It's not one of those creatures, is it?
I can't
Somehow.
see it.
Damn.
Campion! Anybody!
Well, that was episode 3. And now the kids, they finally have proof that there's something else on the planet. That Mother's not making them sick. That, like, they have to try to trust Father and Mother to survive this situation. It's really seeming very awkward to see how this like built up, because now Paul is fallen into a hole of some kind. I don't know if that was a trap or if those creatures, those big snake creatures, like they just leave things like that around because they have to, I guess, dig through the ground or something. I'm not really certain. We haven't seen those big snake things yet, so not a live one anyway. So to see where this leads up to me very interesting, especially seeing that creature, because it was like humanoid kind of. So what actually are those things? I have no idea. Learning that Mother, she went to go get antibiotics to try to like help the kids. Knowing that Tempest, she's pregnant and she got to deal with that whole situation. So Mother's trying to like separate them from the rest of the group and try to keep her like comfortable in this entire situation. Father, has lost. Well, Campion has lost the trust of Father because trying to get him to go to the room and then like locking him in. And like Father was so like he was so calm. He's like just open the door. just open the door. And then as he broke through, he's like, I can get out, you know, I don't have to be in here. But seeing that was actually really, really interesting. And then like Mother going through the actual survivors encampment, and then just like bursting off those sonic beams. Well, not sonic. It's some type of audio wave that she does, and the Mithraics, they call that a siren, like as a siren call, which is pretty interesting to hear, because it does make sense, like, you know, Gah! And all that. Yeah, it does make sense that you call that a siren call. It's pretty interesting. But with the Mithraic troops, there is starting to be dissent because Marcus is not really Marcus, and he's trying to you know, play the role of, you know, I am this captain, I am of this religion, but he really isn't. And so his internal conflict of saying, you know, I'm trying to hide this to fit in with you guys, but I think that this can be done, but then also trying to manipulate the religion, saying like, this is for Saul's children, like, what are you doing? And calling out the colonel, I think it was a colonel, commander. He is a top ranking, right? Trying to call him out, but then, you know, he gets punished by. It's really weird. Why would this even be a thing of you carrying this person around? Especially if you're on a planet where, you know, resources are scarce. There's a necromancer android going around, can kill you. Why would you possibly? And you didn't use the android. You use a person who can get physically tired, can be can be really like severely injured. Why? I don't understand. That makes no sense. Like, I saw the other android running off, like, to try to, you know, I don't know if he was going to go get the kids or just to, like, scan the area. But she ended up being, like, you know, her eye getting taken out, and some part of one of her internal core things were taken out as well. And then she, like, runs off the edge into that giant pit. So it's really interesting to see how this is all putting together, like, where is it trying to go? Because you're gonna see the problem with the Mithrac's faith. You can see that problem that's gonna arise, and they're gonna figure out that, you know, Marcus is not really that guy eventually. But learning to basically survive this planet is gonna be really interesting. I can't wait to see like the next episode, because it's such a slow moving show, but it's like really enticing you into the situation. It's really, really cool. So I can't wait to see where the next episode is going. So as always, you know, like, share, comment, subscribe, put that stuff down below. And as always, I'll see you later. Take it easy.